Welcome back to the SAGU Sports Network. Half number 2 coming your way here between the Tigers and the Lions. John, a 14-point differential here. The Tigers lead. Walk us through why that is.
Byline number 2 and 3 right in front of you.
The obvious is obvious, right?
That's right. It will explain everything you need to know. And that's, although the 100% is working with 4 3-points.
5 because the one at the end of the half.
Oh, that's true. So it was 5 for 5 3-pointers, and there was a lot of 3-pointers taken by the Lions, but they missed them. So putting them at 15%, that's all you really need to know. And then, of course, 57% from the floor on total. I just, what more can you say? There it is.
Phenomenal play by the Tigers here in the first half. We'll see what kind of adjustments SAGU can make here in half number 2. They will start with possession. Here's Sims. Oh, Darren Sims driving hard and throwing it down. That's how you do it.
And, well, that's one way to start. And He said, I took your speech at halftime. Seriously, Coach, right there. The 3 E's in one play.
The poster, Darren Sims. My goodness, throwing it down. They're going to give it back to him here. Sims driving. He's going to get fouled on the floor. But, wow, I would like to see that again. Darren Sims. Just drove baseline and made it his own. My goodness. That'll put a spark in the bench. That'll put a spark in your teammates. Darren Sims with it now. He's got some space. He's going to elect to give it to Patello. Left-handed hook shot, no good. Rebound brought in by Ard, who ended the half with a long 3-point shot to beat the buzzer. And he's going to drive by everybody. Wow. The layup up and in by Paul Ard II.
And while that was not a dunk and it didn't bring the crowd to his feet, it was worth the same amount.
Absolutely. Metter crashes, but he can't get it to fall, then batted up ahead by Patello. I thought they were going to call a backcourt violation, and so did Tipton.
It should have been. It should have been a backcourt violation.
Here's Patello. That is easy. That is smooth down to the post. Jalen Patello.
Possession never changed, and Patello is the one that hit it back. So that's a miss by the referees. The men in stripes.
And then good defense. Up ahead, here's Patello, and he gets it stripped away from him. Now up ahead, Cameron Hill had a beat on it. We see
At least Hill stopped.
Oh, this is watch here. Darren Sims. Woo! Getting up and putting Wallace on a poster.
Yeah.
Or Warren on a poster, rather. Wow. What a dunk by Darren Sims. Here is Williams. He's going to take a 3. No good. The first miss from 3-point land on the night for the Tigers. Here's Hill. Gets it to Sims. He's going to take a 3. No good. Rebound brought in by Kuminga. Long 3 from Ard. Good. Paul Ard. My goodness. What a shooter.
He is on fire.
18 points. Paul Ard II. Wow.
Wow. That's just fun to watch.
Sims driving mid-range jumper. Good. Created separation. And
Sims got a little fortunate there. He was a little lucky that he didn't get the push-off call. He dug his elbow right in the chest of his defender. Pushed him off.
That ball stolen. Patello comes down with it, but a traveling violation on Williams. SAGU's going to take possession. Good job by Patello to get his hand in there and strip the ball away.
Let's see. Let's look at this. He comes over the top of Patello. Yep.
The ball actually may have initially hit Patello's foot. Sims gets it to Tipton. Back to Hill. He's going to take a long 3. It's good. Cameron Hill for 3. Pulls the Lions to within 10. 51-41. The Lions have come out on fire here to start the second half. Just got to get it together on the defensive end. Here's Martin, guarded by Sims. 3 from the big man, no good. Lance Tipton brings down the rebound.
I don't know that's the shot you want from your big man at this point in the game. Good hands by the big man, though.
Tries to get the pass down low. The dunk, throws it down. Kuminga.
He left from a long way out.
Steve Kuminga throwing it down on the fast break.
Looked like a gazelle. Now he hits the turbo button. Woohoo! He left out right at between the third and fourth block. Oh my goodness. That's dunk contest material right there.
53-41, 12-point lead for Central Christian over SAGU.
And you wanted some of the 3 E's. Well, you got every one of them. The energy, the effort, and the enthusiasm.
Coming out of the timeout, how will the Lions adjust here? They're fighting hard. They are scoring on the other end on offense. It's just Central Christian finds a way to answer everything back. But the Lions throw at him. Here is...
Well, it's all starting with great defense.
Tipton a long 3, goes about halfway down and comes out. Martin up ahead. He's driving, ball fake. The block, he's gonna go to the line here for 2. He went down hard. He's slow to get up. It looks like he's gonna be all right. And Cam Martin will go to the line for 2.
Ooh, his head, he hit his head. Wow. Not only did he land hard on his caboose, but his head snapped back. I couldn't tell if it actually made contact, but man.
He hits the first free throw, making this a 13-point game once again. This free throw could make it 14. And it will. 55-41. The Tigers lead. Here's Hill. Kick it to Kashila, over to Swearingen. And Swearingen's going to get called for a travel. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was. Yep. He's got the stank face on like, I don't know about that, but we could tell you it was a travel. Yeah.
Kuminga finds Martin, he's guarded by Swearingen. Down low.
Oh, wow. Patello gets away with a little bit of contact there.
Saji down low. He is their leading scorer on the season. Hill gets it out to Kashila. Back
Hill's
to Hill.
open again in his spot. That's his favorite spot.
And he hits Cameron Hill for 3, making it an 11-point game. Coming up on 5 minutes gone in the second half. Here's Kuminga, mid-range jumper. He's going to get fouled by Metter. But Kuminga's going to go to the line for 2. Let's see if he did. It looks like he did get him on the hand on the release.
Yeah, and that follow-through is very important. You'll see referees call the lightest fouls and lightest touches if you actually get a hold any part, any way of the hand that's shooting.
Kuminga's first free throw up and in. 56-44, back to a 12-point lead. Second free throw from Kuminga is good. Hill getting it up court. Swearingen back to Hill. Over to Metter. Here's Kashila with it now. Cameron Hill feeling it. Second 3 in a row is good. Cameron Hill.
That's actually his third 3 in a row for this half.
Cameron Hill cutting it to 10. He's starting to catch fire a little bit. 11 points now. And the bucket counted. Cam Martin going through contact and hitting the layup. And he's going to go to the line here for a potential three-point play.
Yeah, equalizing Cameron Hill's fantastic shooting. You got to get a stop here and then come down and score, chip into this lead.
Martin's free throw up and in, pushing the lead back out to 13, and like you said, successfully negating that three-point shot by Hill. And then miscommunication on the part of the Lions, because Sheila was looking for Mitchell down low, and it found nobody, resulting in a turnover. Here is Martin, guarded by Sims. Mid-range jump shot, no good. Short Mitchell was getting hooked, had to try to tip it to one of his teammates. And Kuminga with the follow.
Wow, Kuminga faked the pass.
SAGU keeps possession. Kashila, three-pointer on the way, no good. Mitchell trying to come down with a rebound. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Lions.
If we can get an angle here, it was a fight between, no, referee
Mr.
blocked this out.
But the Lions will keep possession. Here's Hill. Uh-oh. We just lost power in the building. The lights go out in the Schaefer Center. Scoreboard's reset. There you can see. Oh boy, that's not good. We say it can't be a SAGU game without a clock error. Never had something like this happen.
Power issue. Well, there's been storms brewing all over Waxahachie and Ellis County all day, but I don't think that's the case because
we're good up here.
Yeah, it looks like power.
There you can see in the top left section of your screen. That's the skybox. That's our seats. There's still power up here.
Yeah.
So that's just in the Schaefer Center. There's been some issues, you're right. The past couple of days, there's been some issues with some electrical work or something.
Yep.
Here down in the gym. And the fans turning on their cell phone flashlights trying to help.
See if they can help out. That would be an interesting finish.
Oh, boy. There you see, while we wait for power to be restored to the gym, the Sooner Athletic Conference men's basketball standings, Texas Wesleyan, of course, will end the season as the #1 seed in the tournament. If the Lions can win today and Oklahoma City can win tomorrow as they do play the Rams, it would pull a three-way tie for first place in the Sooner, which would mean a three-way co-conference champion. Banners would be raised in gyms across those three different schools, but it would the seeding would go Wesleyan, SAGU, Oklahoma City, if SAGU can mount a comeback here today.
Right, and it's hard to think when you look at that standings for the Sooner Athletic Conference. I mean, these teams are just so good overall. Central Christian is 14-14, 6-13. So 13 of those losses out of the 14 they've had have come through the Sooner Athletic Conference. It's pretty amazing, and especially seeing the team that we're seeing right now, to think they were 6-13, but there's a lot of good teams in the Sooner Athletic Conference. And as you see, the lights are beginning to warm back up, I believe.
The lights work there.
Yeah. So you think that this team is #9. They're not actually going to be in the Sooner Athletic Conference tournament. It's pretty amazing to think about the top 8 teams and how close and how competitive this has been this season. And it should be a fantastic tournament.
That tournament's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
And we will have one last broadcast to show you, as SAGU will host a home game here in the playoffs.
And if you're just joining us now, we've had some electrical issues in the Schaefer Center gym and waiting for the lights to come back on. We've peeked in there to Oklahoma Panhandle State, and they are broadcasting their game right now. I think that might be the only other Sooner Athletic Conference game going on at this moment. And maybe they were at halftime. It looked like there was a stoppage of play there as well. Now, it's pretty interesting because you start playing a great game if you're Central Christian, and you come down to SAGU and you're really giving SAGU the business, and then mysteriously the lights cut off.
Feels a little bit like the Super Bowl a couple of years ago between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah. Niners playing well, and all of a sudden the lights go out and the Ravens come back and win the Super Bowl. So we'll see if that proves true. The Lions trailing right now big to the Tigers. So
We're pretty sure there's no conspiracy behind this. And we'll leave you with some of the plays that's happened right now or in this game earlier while they try to get the electricity worked out. And then we'll come back after a commercial break.
Welcome back after our brief power outage here in the Schaefer Center. They got the lights back on. Let's hope they stay that way. The Lions still trailing by 15. And they have possession. Desmond Metter is going to get fouled and go to the line here for 2 shots as we come back. John, that was odd.
Very, very odd. And I'm glad to say it wasn't due to our error.
No, not at all.
On the broadcast side. So it's going to be interesting to see how this, if it does at all, affect the game.
Metter's first free throw is no good. Second shot coming from Metter. Just 2 points on the night for the senior. And the second free throw this time from Metter is good, making it 62-48, 14-point game. And it looks like the Lions are going to come out in a full-court press, but they get it up ahead. Blocked by Remington Mitchell at the rim, and the Lions end up with it. What a play by Remington Mitchell.
Yeah, the rim protector. We call him Remy.
And the Lions subsequently turn it right back over. Pass over the corner. Here's Martin. Mid-range jumper. Good. Central Christian continues to shoot well. Sims leaves it for Hill. Back to Sims. Kashila with it. Got a little bit of room. Kashila's going to drive baseline, go up hard. He gets blocked and met at the rim there by Steve Kaminga. Mitchell again with the block on the other end, and that one out of bounds is going to be SAGU ball. Jalen Simpson was driving hard, but Remington Mitchell.
Yeah, makes a tremendous effort here. Yeah, great effort.
Another good block.
And not only the block, but to go after the ball, the loose ball, and bounce it off the player. Fantastic play, Remy Mitchell.
The Lions still down big. Sims is going to get fouled, and he's going to go to the line now. Taking the feed from Swearingen. Trying to fight through contact and finish that one, but Sims is going to take his 2 shots here. First free throw from Sims, no good. The Lions continue to struggle from the free throw line tonight. Another one of the reasons why they find themselves down the way that they do. Second free throw from Sims. This one is no good. Make them 7 of 12. Leaving some points out on the floor are the Lions. Here's Martin driving hard. Met by Kashila, he loses it for a second. Long pass, here's Simpson. Gonna slow it down, 15 to shoot. Paul Ard, the second, who's been lighting up the scoreboard for Central Christian, turns it over. Sims up ahead, finds Kashila. Kashila's layup up and in. Josh Kashila able to make a tough layup there with Martin all over him. Here's Ard. He's double teamed. He finds Warren. Simpson now in the corner. Long pass. And a block. Swearingen tried to get in position, but he's going to get called for a block.
Well, the Lions showing a lot of energy now that they moved into this full court press type defense, and they're getting a lot of action off of that. Some steals, and
good pass from Simpson.
Great pass.
Finds Osagi for the easy bucket. Sims, mid-range jumper off the glass, no good. Simpson with the rebound. Now up ahead. Leaves it from Martin. Good pass to Warren. Hesitation, gets fouled, can't finish. He's going to go to the line here for two. The Central Christian offense, John, they just do not slow down.
No, they don't, and they're handling this press and the pressure really well. It's a little chaotic, and some of the passes they've been fortunate that they've connected on, but right now you can say they're handling it quite well.
Warren hits the first free throw of two. Second free throw coming from Warren is an air ball, no good. That's ugly. Air ball on the free throw. Wow. Tipton inbounds at the hill. The Lions find themselves down 17. Kashila looking for Tipton, turns it over. Martin with it now in transition. Behind the back, good move. Leaves it for Simpson. He's going to drive baseline. Oh, what a finish there. Met Patello right at the rim. Osagi finishes strong down low. Would like to get him going. He is the leading scorer again on this team for the season. Just with 4 points tonight is Osagi. So they would like to get him involved in this offense, and that's a timeout by Coach Deal. The Lions down by 19, John.
Yeah, this is, well, right now it's not a time where you can say they're totally out of it, but the clock is not your friend at this point. And you have to turn everything around. Like, you have to play a different game. You can't just play the way you're playing and expect to chip away at this lead and somehow make a miracle comeback. So you got to turn your mind around and just come out and do everything you can to get this win. And, you know, it's very interesting because Central Christian could have come in here. They don't really have anything to play for. What are they going to play for? They can't get in the SAC tournament. Their record is pretty bad at that. So just adding another win to it, not a huge deal for them. So it would have been easy for them to make this long road trip and come out kind of flat and just not mentally ready. But that is the exact opposite of the way these guys have come out. They have a lot of pride in what they do. You can tell they love to play basketball. They take a lot of pride in their work, and they have come in here and worked really, really hard.
Darren Sims takes the first possession out of the timeout. He finds a nice, easy look at the lane. Layup up and in, 69-52, 17-point game. Osagi now guarded by Sims, gets it over to Simpson. Martin thought about the three, down low to Simpson. Quick turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound Sims, now up ahead. The Lions are pushing here. Sims kicks it out to Farmer. He elects not to shoot it. Tipton back out to Farmer. Now he's going to shoot the three. Well short, rebound by Warren. Cody Farmer not finding his stroke there on that shot.
Well, they need him to heat up like he did just a few games ago. That's for sure. He could be considered a defensive liability at this point. But if Central Christian's going to do a little bit of that, then you don't have to worry about your liabilities on defense, because
an unforced turnover.
Yeah, you don't work for it.
Here's Cameron Hill. He's guarded by Ard. Down low to Patello. See if they let him work down low. Gets his man in the air.
Great
and
play.
Finishes. Jalen Patello. They're going to count it. Jalen Patello finishes through contact. Has got a chance here at a three-point play.
When this young man really realizes his potential level and is able to really get to that point, he is going to be such a lights-out player.
And he hits the free throw off the back iron, hops it, or bounces straight up in the air and falls. The Lions cut it to 14 here. Little by little, John, they just got to make a stop, get a bucket. Little by little, they can fight their way back in this game.
Yep.
Patello knocks it away for a moment, but Asagi left it for Warren, and that's going to go off a SAGU player.
Not sure why Asagi is not taking that up and trying to break the rim off.
He left it for Warren and off his hands. I'm going to say Patello got a piece of it, 14 to shoot for the Tigers. And he missed the shot off the inbound. Patello with the rebound. Cameron Hill for three, no good. Tipton fighting for the board. It's up in the air. And then the save, they get it to Ard, who leaves it for Martin. And that's an offensive foul. Jalen Patello getting position, and Martin creating the contact. And SAGU gets a big stop there.
Patello really digging his heels in, making a lot of smart plays, showing a lot of energy and effort, and that's creating the enthusiasm.
The 3 E's. Here is Sims, 69-55. Tipton gets it down low. Tried to leave it for Hill. That's going to stay here with the Lions, 20 to shoot. Patello with it, leaves it for Hill. Hill driving, layup up, no good, but he gets fouled. He's going to go to the line here for two. And this is how you want to score if you're the Lions. Clock is stopped. You got the chance to get 2 points here.
This is exactly how it's done. Just take it right at them, force them to foul you, and make your shots. That's what they haven't done so well as of up to now in this game.
Cameron Hill hits the first of 2.
See if they can change it around here.
Here's Hill's second free throw attempt. It's good. Lions, they cut it to 12. 69-57. They've had a bunch of stops in a row as well. Has SAGU. We'll see if they can continue the good defensive play. Here's Martin, gets it over to Williams. Martin kicks it back out. Usagi driving. Off the glass, no good. The Lions, Farmer comes down with it, gets it to Sims. He loses it for a second. Patello with it now. And he leaves it for Cody Farmer. The Lions, another stop. Farmer up ahead. And he's just got plenty of room, gets fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2. The C kind of just opened up for Farmer.
Yep.
You like to see him maybe finish that layup. I understand that's not his forte, finishing at the rim, but he gets the chance to go to the line here for 2.
Yep.
Here's Farmer's first free throw attempt. And it rims in and out, no good. You want to see a shooter like Farmer convert these shots.
Yeah, that's a head scratcher when you can shoot so well from 23, 24 feet, and then you can't hit the 15-footer.
Farmer goes 1 of 2, cutting it to 11 points, 69-58. 8.5 left to play in this game. Asagi looking for someone. He's going to take a long two. No good. Darren Sims with the rebound. SAGU getting stops that they need here. Hill with it. He's going to stop and pop. Mid-range jump shot. No good. Patello tries to tip it, but the rebound brought in by Williams. Asagi up ahead, has it stripped, but he gets it back. And now it's just a loose ball, and it finds Williams. Good break there for the Tigers that they're able to keep possession. Here's Martin, guarded by Farmer. Leaves it for Asagi. He's fouled. And fortunately for the Lions, that shot does not fall. But Asagi is going to go to the line here for two. And he's got the chance to put the first points on the board for the Tigers in what seems like forever. They haven't scored in a while. First free throw, no good from Asagi. Asagi's second free throw coming its way. Josh Swearingen has checked into the game for the Lions for Cody Farmer. He hits the second free throw, gets the lead back out to 12. Here's Sims. He was looking for Patello. Maybe didn't have complete control of that pass as he let it go, and that's going to be a turnover. That's the quickest way to stop your momentum. But they go back to this full court press. Interesting to see if it works. That looked like it was a travel. They wanted it, but they're going to get the turnover anyway. Here's Sims. Leaves it for Hill. Hill fighting through contact, up and in. Cameron Hill, no foul. But Cameron Hill cuts it to 10. That ball knocked out of bounds by Cameron Hill, or rather Darren Sims on the inbounds. Still going to be Central Christian ball, but they are playing some good defense now, are the Lions.
Absolutely, and this kind of pressure is what turns the ball game around. You just hope that you have enough gas in the tank at the end of the game.
He's trapped, almost broken up by Patello. Here's Hill. Good move by Asagi down low. Gets around Cameron Hill, and then a timeout by Central Christian.
Not sure why you would call a timeout at this point. You just scored a point, maybe to give his team a break, a little breather, and redesign in their mind, at least on the clipboard there, how to handle this press. So he's going to dissect. All right, here's how they're setting up in this press. Here's how they're collapsing. So these are the angles that you need to run, and look for these passing angles. Sometimes you have to pass over the top. It's dangerous, but with the athletes that Central Christian has, you definitely have a better chance at going over the top of the press rather than through it.
The Lions coming out of this timeout will still be down 12. So we'll see. They've battled back, but Central Christian is still able to just keep SAGU at arm's length, it seems like. Still down double digits. I know it feels like they are chipping into this lead, and they are.
Oh, they are.
But it's still down double digits.
Yeah.
It's a mountain. It's a mountain to climb right now.
It really is. And when you let yourself get down that deep, the energy that you have, the effort that you have to put forth to get back in contention really drains the tank. And you just got to hope that you still have some left at the end of it.
Here's Patello down low, no good. Rebound by Warren.
I don't think Patello thought he was going to be that wide open on the release, and he just shorted it.
Asagi, the floater up and in. He is so good offensively.
Like everything's running through Asagi right now, and I think the last 6 possessions, Asagi has either taken the shot or been
Sims goes through contact. Count the foul. 3-point opportunity coming up for Darren Sims.
Sims has got to hit this free throw.
Would cut it to 11 as Darian Davis checks into the game. Free throw from Sims. It rattles around and ultimately falls down. Good shot by Sims. The Lions sticking with this full court press defense. They get up ahead. Here is Williams driving, leaves it for Warren. The patience goes up and under and converts. Here's Swearingen now. Leaves it for Davis. He goes up and throws it down. Good pass from Swearingen. 76-65, 6 minutes left to play in the ball game. 11-point lead for the Tigers. They're trying to double team. Three-pointer on the way off. Warren gets the board. Lance Tipton tips it away. Swearingen gets it up to Davis. Davis Euro steps, gets it stripped. Swearingen right there for it. Right place, right time. Cuts it to single digits. 76-67. 5.5 left to play here in the second half. Here's Cam Martin slowing it down a little bit. They're very content to run some time off the clock here.
As they should be. The clock is their friend, so they need to realize that they can control the clock.
Martin gets it stripped. 9 to shoot for the Tigers. He had a pretty good look at the basket there, but a good job. It looks by Darian Davis to get a hand on that ball.
Actually, Davis didn't touch the ball. He grabbed his arm, and Cam was very adamant about letting the referee know.
Three-pointer on the way from Williams. It's good. That's a big shot for the Tigers.
Very huge for them. He's been a little dry this game.
Cameron Hill's going to take a straight-on three. He answers right back with a three of his own. SAGU needed a shot like that to answer back.
Absolutely.
Three from Williams.
Got to do it. And it's great to see freshmen stepping up, making those big clutch shots. And Central Christian taking the bait.
Here's Hill. Driving, swatted with authority out of bounds. And Cam Martin is slow to recover here. Let's see what happened. Oh, he caught a knee in the face. He caught a knee from his teammate right in the face who went up and blocked it. That can't feel good. Watch number 2 on your screen, trying to take a charge, and then that left knee, and then a hand.
And a hand.
Came down.
A double shot there.
He is busted open. He's over on the sideline there with the trainer. They're bringing some towels. A little bit of blood from Martin. SAGU keeps possession here, 25 seconds to shoot. Here's Davis. And Cameron Hill is going to reset. Tipton for three in the corner. No good. Swearingen gets the air ball, and he converts. Right place, right time. Josh Swearingen.
Always.
7-point game. The Lions have cut it back. Here's Asagi. He's going to take a three, a quick three, no good. Danny Sims.
Just bad, and this is where we're seeing why they're 6 and 13.
And that is an offensive foul on Sims. It looks like he tried to get around the player here. It did look like he tried to go through him.
Yeah, he did. He just couldn't get around him. When you're going that fast and that kind of momentum, you can't really adjust quite as well.
Oh, Cameron Hill with the steal. He's going to the basket, tries to throw down the dunk, but he gets fouled by Simpson. He's going to go to the line here for 2, and these are 2 big free throws for the freshman.
Yeah.
I mean, Cameron Hill was adamant on trying to put someone on a poster there, but he'll take the foul. 15 points for Cameron Hill.
Great defensive effort by Cameron Hill. Not giving up.
And he hits the first free throw. That's a big make. 6-point game. And SAGU is in the double bonus. So every foul from here on out, SAGU will get 2 shots. Cameron Hill's second free throw on the way is good. Cameron Hill, ice cold at the line. 5-point game. Sticking with that full court press defense. And they just do get it past. Here's Ard, tries to leave it for Asagi, and is tipped Sims comes down with it. Now up ahead, here's Sims. Davis, back to Sims. He's gonna take a three. Can't hit. Davis with the rebound. And there's gonna be a foul against Central Christian. Swearingen was fouled here on the rebound. And you can see him being held there by Williams. TJ Williams gets called for the foul. So Swearingen, who is a very good free throw shooter, going to the line here to make it potentially a three-point game.
That is just insane. What a huge amount of effort this has taken. Focus and the ability to execute when you actually have to.
Officials just confirming that it is 2 shots for the Lions, and it is. They are in the double bonus.
Conversely, when you look at the Central Christian side, is they're doing all the things wrong. So they're not handling the pressure. They're taking the bait, and they've had maybe 8 out of the last 10 possessions just poorly played, in the fact that they're not working the clock and they're trying to score early. They're not thinking about the strategy. And 3 possessions in a row previous to this, they come down and you got a big man taking a 3-point shot and nobody's on him. And then you rush in and you try to create something when there's still 22 seconds left on your shot clock. You can't do that. A smart team will back it out and work the clock. You got the big man. You got the advantage.
TJ Williams goes 2 of 2 from the line that time. It's 81-75, 6-point game. 3.5 left to play. Here's Swearingen. Davis swings it to Sims. Sims thinks about the 3. Gets it down low to Davis. Hesitates, up and in. Good move by Darian Davis. Patience being shown by the sophomore.
Extreme patience. That was very, very well played.
Oh, and he loses it. Oh, right through his hands. Jalen Simpson couldn't bring in the pass. And the fans are going to like that.
Oh, yeah. And the Central Christian has put SAGU into the place where they believe. And they believe they can get this game.
Here's Swearingen.
It's close now.
Down low to Davis, swings it. Sims gonna take a corner 3. He hits it, and did they call a foul? Darren Sims hits it, and the foul. He's got a chance to tie the game up with a 4-point play.
Can you believe it? And
much like a couple weeks ago when they came back in a double overtime game, Darren Sims hit a 4-point play to bring them back.
Wow.
From the same spot.
Oh, this is great. Great basketball.
Sims, the free throw is good. And, John, we have a tie game with 3 minutes to go.
They have done in 6 minutes cut down a 19-point deficit.
Woo. Warren driving. Oroji. He drives up, and the foul. Darian Davis went for the charge. But a good move by the big man, Asagi.
Yeah, he moved it. Ooh. He kind of, if he would have just held his position, I think he still had the angle cut off, and he turned into it.
So Asagi's got the chance at a 3-point play here. Has not been good from the line tonight.
Not at all. And has just really struggled all together in the second half.
Asagi has a chance to put his squad up 84-81. Free throw on the way is good. Asagi makes it a 3-point game with that 3-point play. Here's Darren Sims. Sims driving up and in. Darren Sims has taken this game over, John. 84-83, 17 points for Darren Sims. Here's TJ Williams slowing it down a little bit. 2.5 left to play in this game. Picks up his dribble. Here's Ard, who's been good all night long. Ard kicks it to Warren. Williams in the corner, 5 to shoot. Sims, good defense. He's going to take a contested 3, no good. But the offensive board loses it. It's going to stay with the Tigers. Lance Tipton pleading with the official that it came off his knee. We'll get a good look at it here. Asagi gets it. And I can't tell from that angle.
It didn't look like it hit off his knee.
It didn't even look like it was close.
No.
I was trying to see if it came off a hand maybe, but it's going to stay with Central Christian. They've got a fresh shot clock to work with here. 1-point game, 84-83. Williams gets it into Ard. Here's Asagi. He's going to take a long 2. He can't hit. Another bad shot.
Yeah, you have 27 seconds left on the clock, and you're going to take a shot like that. There's no need.
Lance Tipton can't hit the 3. Darren Sims to follow and gets the layup, and SAGU has the lead, 85-84. Darren Sims.
And now,
wow!
Now that they're not leading, they're holding the ball.
Asagi, guarded by Tipton, driving baseline, kicks it. Here's Simpson in the corner. He's going to get fouled. And he goes down to there. He's going to have 3 shots here. Swearingen said he was pushed. We'll get a good look at it here. And Swearingen did run right into that right leg of Simpson. And that almost went in, John.
It did.
Oh, my goodness. Simpson going to go to the line here for 3 shots.
Well, he has an opportunity here to create some space.
Josh Swearingen is fouled out of the game on senior night. Swearingen is fouled out.
He had a really, really good game.
First free throw is no good. That's a big miss. 2 still coming for Jalen Simpson. Second free throw on the way. This one is good. We have a tie game, 85-85. 1 free throw left for Jalen Simpson. It's important to box out here, John. They've got 2 good rebounders there in Asagi and Warren. And he hits. Central Christian has the lead and a timeout by the Tigers with about 1:35 left to play in this game. John, it's been a good one.
Yeah, it's been a good one, and you always know here in the Schaefer Center, it's going to be a barn burner at some point, especially if the Lions are down. And I thought this at halftime that this is going to get good. It's going to be real fun to watch because I've just never seen the Lions go down easy. And if you beat them, you're going to have to beat them in an overtime thriller or some type of just last-second heroics because they're going to find a way. They got big heart, and they will. Coach Deal knows how to get maximum effort out of his team. And they did. They've come back and played this last 10 minutes extremely well.
They have battled back, and they did just have the lead before Jalen Simpson hit 2 out of those 3 free throws to give Central Christian a 1-point lead, 86-85. And you really got to attribute it to the Lions' defense with a mixture of questionable shots on the end of Central Christian. Early in the shot clock when they could have killed seconds off the clock. Here is Darren Sims, who has been the go-to scorer here late in this game, has really brought SAGU back. He's going to cut to the basket. Sims up, can't hit. Patello had a chance at the rebound. Still a loose ball, but a foul is going to be called against Central Christian. That's going to go against TJ Williams, I believe. No, they're going to call it on Warren. So SAGU is going to have a chance at 2 free throws here, and Cameron Hill is going to go to the line here for 2. And you don't mind having the pit bull on the free throw line this late in the game.
No, you don't. Got to have him.
Oh, no, it's actually Patello. There was a little confusion there. Jalen Patello is going to take the free throws. He's a good free throw shooter.
Great free throw shooter.
For a big Jalen Patello, big man, does have good range. Ties it up at 86 apiece. 10 points on the night for Patello. Lance Tipton checks out of the game. Remington Mitchell comes back in. Patello's second free throw is good. SAGU's got the lead, 87-86. Maybe a little bit of defense in Remington Mitchell here. Protect the rim.
Oh, yeah, you got to protect the rim. This is a good play, good strategy. Coach Dill getting Mitchell back in there.
There's Botello on Osagie. He's going to drive baseline. Remington Mitchell, and that's exactly what you just talked about. The defense, the rim protector.
Yep.
Get the block.
Yeah, because they're going to go down low, and it seems like they're going to go through Osagie to get this this done. So
Ard is going to have a three-pointer in the corner, and he knocked it down.
Such a good shooter.
Paul Ard the second makes it a two-point game, 89-87. Cameron Hill with it. Calling for the screen. He's going to use the screen by Botello, and he loses it. Darren Sim goes for it. Williams up ahead. Has Ard. Ard gets the layup to fall. And a 4-point game now for Central Christian, or for SAGU to come back from. Cameron Hill with it. No timeout from Coach Deal. Here's Sims. He's going to take a three. Stepped into it. No good. Metter gets tied up, but ultimately Osagie gets it. And a timeout, I believe, was called.
If it is, the last timeout.
Yep, the last timeout for Central Christian. Less than 30 seconds to play here.
So you really got to get a lot of information translated to your players in this timeout. And even though you think, oh, it's only 28 seconds, well, that's a lot of time, especially in a game like this. So expect the defense to just be up in the grill of CC, Central Christian, and I would hope that they would foul with either a second ticking off the clock or even before the clock ticks. So they've got to get this stopped and get the ball back in their hands. And just, you really hope that Central Christian will miss their free throws.
Again, that was the final timeout for the Central Christian Tigers. And they do have possession, so the Lions have benefited a couple of times this season from opposing teams not fouling early enough or quickly enough. So we'll see if they learn from those teams' mistakes and foul right away. And Central Christian does keep Osagie on the floor. He is not a good free throw shooter, so they kind of want to funnel it to him. And Sims does foul. 3 seconds went off the clock as TJ Williams is going to go to the line here for 2 shots.
They got to be careful. I know that only 3 seconds ticked off the clock, but really that's a lot of time. And if the referee doesn't call that, that's a breakaway, and now they have a 3-on-1 situation.
Williams hits the free throw, making it a 92-87 game. 5 points separation.
And if you're SAGU, you just got to hope these guys don't perform well from the free throw line. And right now, Coach
Williams misses the free throw. Tipton comes down with it. Sims up ahead. Gets it to Botello. Botello gets it blocked. Back up and in. 92-89. Timeout, Coach Deal.
That was a great, quick score by the Lions.
Took 7 seconds to get that bucket.
Good timeout. Got to talk about what's going to happen here, how you're going to take care, how the press should work, how long it should take for you to get the foul. And I know you want to have confidence in your team. So is that score right? Because that's only a 3-point score. It was a 4-point deficit a while ago.
It was a 5-point. He hit 1 free throw. It made it a 5-point deficit.
Gotcha.
So now down by 3. Obviously, they do have to foul. No shot clock, 18 seconds left. We will see if they elect to keep Osagie in the game. He's not been good from the free throw line all night, and if the Lions can.
And right now, Coach Epps and those guys, they've had to identify who is the worst shooter. And that's what I would target. I would target the big man. If they've got the big man on the floor, I'm fouling him before they get the ball in. There's just, you can't take the chance. You can't let them get it in, let the time start ticking, and them get on their half of the court. So I see number 35 over there. Tipton's on him. I'm telling Tipton, he should be all over him. Create a foul. Got to foul him. He's the worst free throw shooter. Now time's ticking. Now you shoot a decent. So you're decreasing your odds of them missing. Although, it's deep in the game. This guy just hit 2 of 3. So I would go after the big man.
Jalen Simpson to the line here for 2 shots. SAGU desperately needs a miss here. Simpson. 14 seconds left. First free throw is good. Making it a 4-point game. 93-89. And if he hits this second one, that could be a dagger. We will see. Second free throw from Simpson. Rattles in and out, so still just a 4-point game. Cameron Hill up ahead. Leaves it for Sims. Darren Sims driving hard to the basket, gets to Patello, and he throws it down, cutting it to a 2-point lead and a timeout by Coach Deal. He's got one left.
And that's what you needed to happen.
They make up a point.
They make a point. They dig the lead. So now it's only a 2-point ball game.
You got to foul quicker here, though. 6.9 seconds
Essentially
left.
7 seconds left. It takes about, even if you're at full sprint, it takes about 4 seconds to get the ball down court. But here's the thing. They don't have to get it over the timeline now. The timeline's off. It's out of play.
Yep.
So they could keep it in their half of the court and just waste time. And really, one guy can just hold the ball and just hold it, and it would tick down to under 2 seconds, even if it was a 5-second call. So worst case scenario, you're going to have to foul at some point just to keep the time on the clock so that you can have enough time to get back onto your side of the court and get some kind of stab at a good shot to get it tied up.
93-91, Central Christian does have possession. No timeouts for Central Christian, so they do have to inbound it here. And if SAGU can maybe cause some chaos.
Oh, right now I'm all in 35's grill. Somebody's got to get in 35's grill, hold him, and get the ref's attention and foul him. You got to foul him.
Got to foul quick, and they do foul quick.
Yep.
Only 0.5 seconds.
But that's not the guy you want to foul.
No,
so
it's not.
If you're going to foul, you know you're going to foul, go ahead and foul the guy that you need on the line. You can foul him before the ball is inbounded. There's no rule against a foul. The refs are going to call a foul if you foul a guy, no matter whether the ball is in play or not.
2 free throws here for Paul Ard, the second. First on the way, and he makes it off the back iron. That is a big make.
That was huge. As bad of a shot as that was huge.
Timeout by Coach Deal. He's elected to take his last timeout in between the free throws. So both teams with no timeouts the rest of the way here unless we hit overtime. 94-91 with what possibly, no, it definitely is the best scorer on this team for Central Christian. Paul Ard, the second on the free throw line. Lucky break that he hit that first one. Clanked out the back iron. I thought it was going to bounce out.
Yeah.
Whew.
Well, they need a miss here. They desperately need a miss here. And no timeout left, so they can't grab it and call a timeout. They've got to know what they're going to do with the rebound and fire it up the court as soon as possible so you can get a shot and hopefully leave maybe a second or two on the clock just in case you need a tap.
Now, if you're Central Christian, do you foul?
I think so. I would. If it bounces off long and it bounces to a big guy, definitely.
Free throw, no good. And they get it. Ard gets it. He's running away. He's going to be fouled in the corner with 4.3 on the clock. And that may do it. The Lions cannot get a rebound when it counts.
Yeah, well, it's a great.
No one crashed on the shooter.
Yeah, It was a great effort. Yeah, and just kind of an unlucky bounce off of the rim for SAGU at least.
Here's Ard. First free throw is good, making it a 4-point game, which effectively
well,
is.
you definitely foul now.
Yep, absolutely. coach just said no fouls. I read the lips. He said no fouls. So they are not going to foul. Second free throw is good. 96-91. They just got to get a shot off here. Three-pointer on the way from Sims is good. Darren Sims hits the three. Still a 2-point game. They still can foul.
That's why you foul.
And they do foul. 1 second on the clock. Cody Farmer picks up the foul. It is a 2-point game, and Jalen Simpson going to the line. So all hope is not quite lost yet. If he misses one of these free throws, you want him to miss possibly the first one.
Right. Well, and this is why you would foul, is you keep the three-point shot out of play. And the worst that could have happened was a player goes and hits two, and now you saved an extra point.
He makes the first free throw. That is a big make for Simpson.
So the worst case scenario is a tie if just some kind of heave went in.
That's it, yep. So here is Simpson.
He can ice the game right here.
Free throw is up off the front of the iron.
And it's
going to end it. Sims, that's not going to count. But Central Christian is going to walk away or walk out of Waxahachie with a 3-point victory over the SAGU Lions in what many would call an upset. Not sure you'd feel that way if you're a Central Christian fan.
Well, you would, because even if you're a Central Christian fan, you're 6-13 in conference, and you get it. You understand that. I mean, you didn't perform all year in the way, but so that's not a slam. You just take the underdog coat and wear it. But the fact of the case is, if they can bring this team back next year, some guys are going to be in trouble.
Absolutely. So there you see the final score, the final stats of the night for this matchup. Of course, 52% from the field. SAGU did improve in the second half, got it up to 45%.
Oh, well, tremendous improvement just in every area of the game, every aspect, and it was that energy and effort and enthusiasm that Coach Dill was asking for. Well, he got it from his team. It was too little too late at the point where they really started chipping in, and it was a 19-point deficit. Man, that's no matter what, that is tough, and they overcame that and took the lead with 2 minutes left in the game, or 3 minutes left in the game.
Absolutely.
So they can do this. I mean, when they get down, this is just proof to them. They know that they can do this. It was just, man, a lot of gas got spent out of the tank, and you're trying to strategize a very close game and play meticulous basketball with extreme focus, in the last 30 seconds. That's tough to do when you don't have any gas left.
So there is the Sooner Athletic Conference standings. Texas Wesleyan, of course, does sit atop the conference no matter what happens tomorrow. So they are going to be the regular season Sooner Athletic Conference champions, even if they lose to Oklahoma City. And then SAGU effectively tied with Wayland Baptist right now, although I do believe that Wayland Baptist holds the tiebreaker, which would put SAGU as the 4 seed behind Wayland Baptist.
No, because we beat Oklahoma City twice this year. So if Oklahoma City loses, this puts SAGU
at 3.
Yeah,
there's just math that's involved. That's above my
do it in my head. There was the Wayland Baptist split, so it would come down to what did Wayland do with Oklahoma City.
Right.
And they probably split. That gives the edge to SAGU, and they move to second.
Well, regardless, we will get you the bracket as soon as we know about the result of the game tomorrow between Texas Wesleyan and Oklahoma City. And John, thankfully for us, this isn't our last broadcast.
No, one more left in the tank.
One more. This upcoming Tuesday, February 27th, we will have a 7 o'clock tip-off featuring SAGU versus whomever. We'll find that out. We'll get the bracket out there for you. But it is one final broadcast, and it is the first round of the Sooner Athletic Conference. Again, the Lady Lions defeating the Central Christian Stars by 32, and then the men falling to the Tigers by 3 points, 97 94 for our fantastic student crew. For our courtside reporter, Kristen Urban, and my broadcast partner, John Cookman, I'm Adam Ferguson. Thank you for watching the SAGU Sports Network.